And we are back, guys. So if you guys didn't see the last videos, we picked up a 1J. We went to Drift Nirvana, drifted a bunch of courses with the Z, and it was definitely one of the best events that I've ever been to. I would have to say it's probably number 2 in my list for best tracks, best place, just other than Japan Embassy being number 1, of course. If you guys haven't checked it out, definitely go check out that video. But today what we're doing is we're finally diving right into the 1J. I'm super hyped on this build because like I said, I wanted to do the KA, took the KA for a test drive, a couple rips, and honestly it was too slow. And with a bunch of stuff that's happening next year, I definitely want to be able to keep up with everybody. And now that I feel like I advanced in my driving so much with the Z, the S14 definitely deserves something a little better than just the KA. So we're getting right into the 1J here. And first things first is to take out this nasty, crusty automatic transmission here. We're gonna pop this off. That way we can actually lift this up, put this on an engine stand, start tearing away at it. There's a couple stuff that I definitely want to do. We definitely have a lot of work to make it look pretty, but 1J is good, and I am hyped that we're doing another 1J swap. Yeah, let's get into it. So finally got it all disassembled. Automatic training's off. DJ's out here. We just got him a new 1J. We're gonna just put this on. That way we can just start tearing everything down. Get it ready. There's a freaking Band-Aid on it. That's gross. We're actually making some progress here. We're doing all the wire harness. This thing is, like I said, probably 26, 27 years old. So we're definitely gonna need a new wire specialty harness for sure, because you can literally hear it. That's how my back sounds at a chiropractor. Wild. So, last piece, probably take out the manifold because I definitely want to get this thing polished up. That would be pretty sick, having this polished up. Maybe the valve covers, I'm not too sure yet. A couple other stuff, but this thing is crusty. Surprisingly, the inside is actually very clean. Just this was definitely exposed to some water elements. So at the same time, what we're doing here is we're doing the J-pipe delete. Like I said, this is going into the S chassis, so we need as much cooling as possible. We don't need any type of trapped hot air. I kind of wanted to keep it at first, but I think I'm gonna actually delete this. Cleans it up a lot too. Literally this whole thing here. Wild. So as you can see how much space it actually clears up here. This all gets rid of as well. All right, just like that, everything is stripped away. The boys are out of work, and of course, what we got?
Got that ramen cooker at 3,000.
Ooh, look at that, straight up water, let's go. That's how broke we are.
Korea pack, yo. Best ramen on the market.
Okay.
Yeah.
From a dong?
From Korea.
Ooh. Okay.
You can get it anywhere though.
Shin noodles.
Shin noodles are good.
Damn, with cheese?
More cheese.
Alright. We got all this dripping right now. And next, finally, we got ourselves some Tomei good stuff from the motherland themselves. Literally ordered this. Dude, I literally ordered this like 4 days ago and it came in so fast.
Oh, yeah. Shipping.
Ooh, it was free shipping.
What the hell?
It was also like $200 something.
For that baffle?
Yep.
What the fuck?
Yep. I don't know what that says. Nice. So we got the baffle here. We got ourselves the baffle here. We got the new plate that goes around. We're gonna reuse our old oil pickup, just clean it up.
This is
nice.
Oil
Yeah.
pickup.
Yep.
Right.
Perfect. Give us a new one and some instructions, which is good. So this is gonna help when we're drifting. That way there's no type of oil starvation. Shout out to Jay, because I spoke to him and he said definitely recommended one of these. That way there's no type of oil starvation, because when he's drifting in or when he was drifting in his 1JS14, he did notice a little bit of oil pressure dropping in certain tracks at high speed. So we don't want to do that at all. $200 to save the motor, I'm all for it. All right, so first up, very nice, got the TOMEI right there. Gonna place this, you know exactly where. And then next up, we're gonna go ahead, put the pickup tube in here, 2 10 mils, and then just use your original hardware. I like it. Orale. All right, next up we have the actual baffle part itself. So this pretty much all lines up as it should. Perfect. That's what I like to see. All right, pretty much just gonna go ahead, tighten all this down, and we should be good. All right, 1J is on pause for now, but that's pretty much a self-explanatory of how to install the TOMEI on it, and it looks really, really good. Now we gotta wait for it to start up on Brendan's V8 here. Look at this. All right, Brendan, what are you doing?
I got a bad feeling about this, but we're gonna be good. We're gonna make this work. So basically, it's ready to start. It's got the coolant, and we're trying to get it to not rev to like 5,000 RPM. Okay. So I'm gonna make a whole timing table, all one number, and if it's still going to 5,000, I think it's just a cursed motor. We're gonna find out.
KA single swap it, and then what are we doing here?
I'm trying. Tony, where do you grab this from to pull it?
Just from the cable.
Black?
Yeah, from the cable itself, and just pull down. There's like not much that you can actually pull. Yeah, right there.
Pull on it. I can't pull shit.
Free piece of grill. All right. You can't feel anything.
No, like so, the bottom spring is still attached, and the top spring
it
is still attached. I'm pretty sure. Yo, did you pull it?
All right, so yeah, you can't really pull that much. You know what we should do? Just take out the two.
From here?
I was gonna say just detach it. Yeah, unbolt the 2 10 mils and then the bottom. Then the whole thing should lift up.
But that goes through the radius port, doesn't it? So it's not gonna. Yeah.
Computer things.
It like doesn't read speed at all right now. So I'm just going through.
Was it doing what it did last time, where you can actually read the tach?
Yeah,
the
so I can't read any RPM right now. It like shuts on and off.
Yep.
But I got everything else, like throttle position works, map, coolant temp, everything else reads battery. So the trigger's set right, and everything else I have to keep like disconnecting and reconnecting. Everything's set good. Same GM, OEM sensors.
Yep.
Everything. So I'm just gonna see if maybe the triggers aren't reading, and then just probably close the program and then reopen.
See what happens.
Repeat.
Oh boy. So that's pretty much all that we could do now that the 1J is pretty much almost ready to go, minus the only thing I'm waiting for, and it's kind of pretty much like a week lead time because of Christmas and all that, is the lower oil pan. So I want to put that on, and then I could literally flip this back over, waiting for a couple other gaskets and stuff like that. That way, when I'm doing the full fresh rebuild on this, it'll be ready to go in, and I won't have any issues. Cross our fingers. But only other thing that I needed to do was, so I ended up taking the front compressor off because I'm getting the T51R mod on it, so that should sound pretty sick. And other than that, that has a steel upgraded blades on it for the turbo rather than being the ceramic. And I have a couple of parts that are actually going to go ahead and get polished as well. MVP Nick out in Staten Island is going to be doing that. But that's pretty much it for now, guys, so stay tuned. I'm not sure if that's going to be the next video when the S14 comes back from paint. I'm pretty excited on that. So stay tuned, guys, and have a good night.